I would like to just say one or two introductory remarks before we start with the, as far as for the Noahide laws and more specifics. We want to just explain a little bit, just to give us a little bit of clarity, how we can understand in our mind. And this is really just for clarity. This is really how it is. So again, you have God and you have different mitzvahs, and it's really our God to it's our job to connect to God and to connect to the mitzvahs and to see God in our reality. So one way about doing that is, again, picture you have a lamp in the room and you put a lot of blankets on the lamp. So the lamp is turned on, the light is shining, but if you put enough blankets on, you don't see anything. It's the same thing. Like God is always here. God hides himself in underneath all the blankets, and it's our job more or less to remove the blankets over the light, and then the more that the more that we remove, the more clear it is that there is a light underneath it, and that it's brighter and it gets shiner and shiner and shiner as we get close to it. So same thing as far as for a mitzvah. Mitzvahs are the different deeds, the different things that we do in order to connect with Hashem. There are things these are things that God gave us, Jew, non-Jew, everybody, in order for us to connect to Him, to do His divine will. Picture it's like a spring, like a coil, and then as we do different mitzvahs, we attach ourselves to the coil, and we get drawn closer and closer to Hashem. And so we can make it tighter and tighter and tighter. The more we do the mitzvahs, the stronger it gets, that coil. And if a person doesn't do the mitzvahs, it could get weaker and weaker and weaker and go away. And then as far as, when we'll discuss this again later, as far as for punishments could be those coils get severed, they get cut, so you obviously, a person falls farther away. All different things, but we should always remember that there, and we'll learn different things as far as that God, again, one of the reasons God, when He created the world, He did it with 10 sayings. He didn't just say, "Let there be a world." He did all different things because God hid Himself in what's called Teva. We'll get back to as far as for letters and gematrias and things like that. That God hid Himself in Teva, and He created the world derech Teva, and it's our job to see through nature that this is the way that God is. And it goes, there's a saying that, okay, He rewards the people that see Him through nature, and He also doesn't punish the people that don't do Him. And how does it work? Because with the not punishment, because since God hid Himself in these 10 layers deep, so if somebody doesn't really see God, they're not really getting punished because God knows that He hid Himself. So okay, the people didn't see Him, so God understands. So we don't want to. We want to see God. We don't want Him to be hidden. So we go out of our way and we look for God in nature. We look for God in everything we do. We do mitzvahs, so we take away the blankets and we get more connected to Him. And we see the more connected we get, the more we see the light shines brighter and brighter.